Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums. I'm so excited to show you my latest mini album. This one is using Country Bunny paper collection. This paper is designed by Tamara, who owns Country Craft Creations. So if you want to purchase this paper pad, go to countrycraftcreations.com. It's a fabulous pad to work with. The paper is great quality. The designs are beautiful, and the fact that it's made in the United States is fabulous. So let me show you what I made. So this is a 6.5 by 8.5 inch mini. The pages are 6 by 8, so it'll hold 5 by 7 and 4 by 6 photos without a problem. It's got 5 pages, and so I always say they're easy to make. The simple thing about this mini album is the pages are constructed the same, so you can make all 5 pages all at once, and then there are additions to the pages to make them a little bit different. Now you could make it very simple and just make all the pages the same, and if you're a beginner, that helps. So anyhow, let me tell you a little bit about the cover. I put a frame and it's open on the top, so if you wanted to put a photo in, well, it's open on the top. You could put a photo in, believe me. I try to use just things available at Country Craft Creations, aside from tape and a couple of odds and ends. I fussy cut a lot of the elements from the kit and put them on the frame. I'm going to try to zoom you in a little bit. Just so you can see the dimension to the cover. So I normally don't do covers that are very chunky, but in this case it just was such fun to work with the paper that I couldn't help myself. I did add some Prima flowers available at Country Craft Creations. This is the diamond color. I ended up adding a little bit of distress ink just to tone down the green and add a little more green blue color to it. Here's a little hint. So there are lots of butterflies in the collection, and when I fussy cut the butterflies, I cut off the antennas because I'm not going to cut around the antennas. But to make it, the butterflies have antennas. I'm going to try to focus this as I go closer. I add, come on, focus. Well, I add some gold string to it. I mean, it doesn't have to be gold. You could add any color string for antennas when you're gluing it down. But that was a little trick that I came up with. So anyhow, this is the cover. So it is called Country Bunny, and this is a perfect collection for Easter, but I tried to shy away from the bunny focus so much. Not that he's not cute, because he is, but again, trying to do something that wasn't just an Easter collection and will be a garden, maybe a baby book. I mean, really, it's just a pretty album to give for anybody. All right, and before I show you what's inside, I want to show you I added this to the front so you can put a photo on here. I did put the bunny. This was a cut apart in the collection. So if you want the bunny to be a focal point in the front, you can do that until you put a picture, because this really is meant for a picture. But anyhow, so that'll go there. And on the spine, I have these little charms. So I had this in my stash, but I did get some of these bunny charms from Country Craft Creations. I don't know if you can see them, but I colored them with alcohol ink for that one and alcohol marker for that, just because they're bunnies and they're cute, and I was trying to color them to match the collection. You'll see some still pictures at the end so you can get a better look at those. So that is the spine. Here's the back cover. Isn't that beautiful paper? I mean, I just love that pattern. So inside, On the inside front page is a waterfall, so it's got a magnet here and you open it this way, and I just love that paper as well. So there's the waterfall. Now, I did not cover the cardstock, because I figured we're going to put a photo, so why bother? So there's room for 10 pictures there, so it'll go like that. And when I cut the paper, I made it so you could see the pattern continuing down the paper. I put a butterfly cut apart right there just to add a little pizzazz to that paper and also to match it to that page. So when I did the album, before I put the paper on, I put this little piece of ribbon on, so you can tell that that is where you're supposed to open the page. So it opens like that, and then like that, and this is how all of the pages are. There's a pocket in the center page and room for photos, and there is a photo mat inside. Now, let me give you a hint. When you buy the collection, I buy two full collections. There's some of the backs of the pages that are plain, you know, just like this, and I didn't have enough paper, so I did make these photo mat papers out of stamps and all different things, and I'll show you in the tutorial exactly how I made that. You know, and you really don't even need to. You could just use plain paper and maybe ink around the edges, because once you put a photo here, you're going to cover all of that. But I just wanted it to replicate the paper. So there goes that. And that is page 1. And this is a hidden pocket page mini album. And again, I mixed media'd this, you know, just to use all sorts of different things. And I'll show you a different way of doing the pocket. If you don't want to use mixed media and you just want to use the paper from the collection, I'll show you that as well. So anyhow, that goes in there. The second page, so I did have this page with the bunnies. This bunny is glued down on two sides, so there is room to put a little photo mat there. And if you don't want a photo mat, that's fine. You can just leave them there. And this one as well. This one is cut out of the paper, and I show you how I do that. So that is in the tutorial if you want to see how to cut into the paper. This pulls down like that, and there's room for a 4x6 photo on here, and then it goes up as well, and room for photos there. So there's room for 5 photos, plus if you want to put pictures on this photo mat, you've got lots of room. And then this, of course, opens. It's got that ribbon. This is the bunny page, obviously. And then there's an extra photo mat or journaling card, and there's the photo mat. And there, that way you can see the full spread. Now you can see why the paper was wonderful to work with. And here is the pocket. So you're beginning to see how much room there is for photographs in this album. This was adorable paper, so this is why I'm thinking if you wanted to go make a baby album, I would leave this alone and not put a photo there, put the photos inside. But I liked that, so I added the smaller version of it here. And so these flaps open like that, and that's sort of plain, so you could put photos and or journaling. It's got a magnet in it holding it together. And then this one opens there. And there we go. And I did a collage of different elements. I love the little watch, but yet left it somewhat plain. So once you put the photos, they'll be the center of interest. And there we go. There is the photo mat for that page. So yeah, this page does have the bunnies, but I like the foliage and the colors more so than anything. So this page opens like that. So room for a couple of picks there. And then as the other ones, this one opens here and opens here. And I put in an extra photo mat. But this one, that one I made, but you can see how it looks good with the paper, doesn't it? So when I got to this point, I wanted to add something inside, and I fussy cut this bunny to go with the bunnies on the cover and put them on the gray cardstock. But putting it there, he gets lost, doesn't he? And I really didn't want to put him here. So what would you say? And here's another bunny. Maybe that bunny. Just put him there. I think that's what I'll do. And I'll just add this to my little packet in a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. And then there is the photo mat. And then here is the girl dress. This page has magnets in a couple of places to hold these together. You remove it, and then this folds down, and that folds up. And there, it finds where it's supposed to go. And then this opens that way, and that opens like that. And both this flower and that flower are open on a couple of sides, so it allows you to put a photo underneath the flower. Same with this side. This is open, so you still could put a photo on the page. There's an extra photo mat there. And there we go. And you don't need to just put pictures in here. You know, if you did this as a garden, you could put some of your, a garden book, you could put some of your empty seed catalogs. If you did it as a baby book, you could have the footprints or handprints. And that's the photo mat that hides inside that page. And then we take you to the final page. So this page has just a large pocket. And this is another way of doing the photo mats. Instead of just doing white inside the gray, as I did with this one, you could piece together scraps from what you have left of the collection. And then this is 4x6. This is a little bit longer, so it'll leave you room for journaling, but you could either put your photo right on there, or I usually just tack this down lightly. You could pull this off and put your photo there instead of this white piece, again, to help reduce bulk. So that actually goes here. And then also in the tutorial, I show you how to do this library style closure. And I also took one of those bunny charms and put it on here. So that opens up. There's another little photo mat. And I also included some of the fussy cut elements from the paper collection. So if you were to put a photograph here, you could take one of the butterflies that I have and put it on the corner on top of your picture. And I will take this guy and have him in here. So if somebody wanted to, they could put him in on top of the photos. Okay. So now he goes in there. So again, this will close like that. And I show you how to do all of this. The library style closure, how to make the flap. It's an accordion flap, so there's room to put lots of different things on here. And as I said, each of the pages basically is the same. You know, they open this way with a pocket, but then I do the backs differently. So each of the back has a different kind of element to it, just so it adds interest. And then there's the back cover, again using that beautiful paper. I think I showed you that. So if you want to stay tuned, I will show you the tutorial, and I'd love to see if you make one. Don't forget to hit the like button and please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you see when I make some new ones. And by the way, all this material, the artisan cardstock that I made this in, and I didn't mention this, but this is made using paper from Country Craft Creation, this artisan cardstock. It was a dream to work with. I used this gray, which went nice with this paper, but there are other colors you can use. You can use an off-white, you can use a white. There's two different greens. There's an olive green, which would be fabulous with this. And the paper collection, the Country Bunny, is of course available at Country Creations, and there's the website, countrycraftcreations.com. So go there and check it out. And they have other papers, not just ones that she made. You know, there's the Echo Park and Graphic 45 and lots of other papers. So check out that website and stay tuned for the tutorial, or go ahead and follow the link. Not sure how long this video is going to be, so it may be one or the other. Thanks again for watching. Have a fabulous day.